This is Matthew Cratter from Bitcoin University, and today I wanted to talk about the best way to lose your Bitcoin instantly. Obviously, this is not a good thing, but I've been in contact with a few people over the past few days who've had all of their Bitcoin stolen because they made some very common mistakes. So I thought I'd make a video going over those mistakes in the hopes of preventing this happening from anyone else. Hardware wallet looks like this. It's a hardware device like the Cold Card or the Blockstream Jade, and it's a way of storing your Bitcoin safely in cold storage where the private keys never touch the internet. Now, these are hardware devices, but in case the hardware device is lost or destroyed or damaged, what you do is you generate a recovery when you set one of these up. A recovery seed, there are many different ways that this is referred to, but it's basically the same thing. It's a 12 or 24 word English phrase in a certain order, and it can be referred to as a recovery seed, mnemonic seed, seed phrase, recovery phrase, BIP39 seed phrase. This would be an example of one that you would not want to use. It's not very random, obviously, but you can see it's 12 words in a certain order, and the order matters a lot. In this case, it's just the same word, bacon, but usually they'll be completely different English words. This is the human readable version of your Bitcoin private key, your master key for your hardware wallet. And this gives you the ability to sign transactions that move your Bitcoin, not your keys, not your coins. Whoever controls your private keys or knows them or knows your recovery seed is able to take your Bitcoin, as we're going to see. So this is why it's very, very important that you should never, ever take a picture of your recovery seed, never upload it online, never send it in an email, never, ever enter it into a website or show it in a public place that has security cameras or people with phones. So for example, you never want to work on your recovery seed or setting up a hardware wallet in a public place like a Starbucks or a McDonald's. This is a terrible, terrible idea. So I just spoke with a listener who had all of his Bitcoin stolen from him after he entered his recovery seed, his 12-word recovery seed, into a website that purported to be a well-known wallet support site. He basically went to the Telegram support group for one of these hardware wallets. He clicked on a supposed support link, which turned out not to be from the parent company itself, but from a scammer. That link took him to a website where he was given the ability to input his 12-word recovery seed. Once he did that, the bot immediately swept all of his Bitcoin, and now his life savings are gone, unfortunately. What the attacker did is they sent that Bitcoin to a new address that they themselves, the attacker, controls. And so this person still has access, obviously, to their 12-word recovery seed, but when he inputs it into any wallet to do a recovery, he can see that the Bitcoin is no longer at that address on the Bitcoin blockchain. It's very important to note that Trezor, Cold Card, Blockstream Jade, Ledger, all these companies will never ever ask for you to enter your recovery seed online or otherwise share it with them. Sometimes there are these scammy emails that go out and there's a link in them and they try to get you to input your recovery seed, your 12 or 24 word recovery seed. And if you do this, your Bitcoin will immediately be stolen. There's no way to reverse the transaction. There's no support team you can appeal to. There's no judge. There's no way in the world for this thing to ever be undone. This is what we mean by the final settlement and settlement finality of Bitcoin, which can be a very good thing, but it can also be a very bad thing if your Bitcoin is stolen. When you set up your hardware wallet, your recovery seed is generated remotely on the device. Even if it's plugged in to a USB port on your computer, this recovery seed and these private keys never touch the internet. And it's very important that you allow your hardware wallet to generate your recovery seed, which is basically, as we said, the human readable version of your private keys. You don't want to generate a recovery seed, just pick 12 words yourself, because they're probably not going to be random enough. And human beings are very bad at generating randomness. This is why these hardware wallets have a randomness generator built in. This recovery seed is generated remotely on your device. It's not generated at the company headquarters, cannot be accessed by these companies, except perhaps for Ledger. The Ledger is one device that we don't know because they have closed source firmware that no one is able to verify because it's closed source. Ledger appears to be a well-run, honest company at this point, but you never know when that could change. That's the reason if you have the money to spend, I would definitely get a Cold Card. Blockstream Jade is also good. It's a little cheaper version. Now, here's some other best practices when moving your Bitcoin from one hardware wallet to another. Let's say you buy a new one because your old one has been compromised. You will usually want to send an actual Bitcoin transaction to do it. What some people do, and what one of these people did who lost their Bitcoin, they choose instead to do recovery on the new hardware wallet by entering those old 12 recovery seed words from their old wallet and inputting it into the new hardware wallet. And this basically accomplishes nothing if you're worried about that old hardware wallet and its recovery seed having been previously compromised, because what you just did is you just reused the same recovery seed on the new device. Best practice is always instead to generate a new recovery seed on the new device when you set it up. You'll usually be given the option to generate a fresh wallet or to do a recovery wallet. You want to do a fresh wallet. So you generate a fresh new recovery seed, 12 or 24 words, sometimes 18 words, and then you generate a fresh new receive address on that new device, on that new hardware wallet. Then you send the Bitcoin from the old hardware wallet to that new receive address, and this way the Bitcoin is in a fresh address that's being controlled by that fresh recovery seed. If you reuse the old recovery seed on the new device, all you've really done is reconstitute your Bitcoin holdings on that new device. And here's another important reminder. Your Bitcoin is not stored, as we said, on your hardware wallet. Your Bitcoin is really just a notation on the ledger, that on the blockchain, on the Bitcoin blockchain, that tells the world that this particular address controls a certain number of Bitcoin or Satoshis. The hardware wallet stores your private keys and your recovery seed, and it's there to store them safely offline and also to allow you to sign transactions using them without letting your private keys ever touch the internet. So when you get a new hardware wallet, be sure to generate a fresh recovery seed, generate a fresh receive address, and send your Bitcoin to that new address. I've been on the road for the past few days. You may have heard different sounds in the background at various hotels and motels. I'm now leaving behind the good internet for a few days. So the next video will be next Tuesday, September 26th. In the meantime, though, I'd encourage you to check out my whole back catalog of videos on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description notes below. This has all the videos, and you can also, there's a search box here. For example, if you want to search quantum or you have some FUD topic or something you want to learn about Bitcoin, this is a great way of searching through all my videos because there are hundreds and hundreds of them at some point. If you want to see some of my favorite free videos, I have them on my website, bitcoinuniversity.com, under this tab, Free Bitcoin Videos. These are just YouTube videos that I've uploaded here as a sort of short introduction for beginners, touching on the most important things about Bitcoin and the ecosystem. After you've exhausted all the free videos, I'd also encourage you to check out the paid course, Ultimate Guide to Bitcoin, in which I cover some more advanced topics like how to set up your own multi-sig, multi-vendor, multi-sig vault, how to do CoinJoin, how to buy Bitcoin anonymously, some of these things that I'm not currently able to talk about on the YouTube channel. Joining bitcoinuniversity.com will give you access to this full course as well as the Bitcoin forum, where there have been some good discussions lately. And this is where people can trade ideas, and I try to dip into the forum as often as I'm able to as well and interact with the members there. So be sure to check out the free resources. Once you've gone deep enough down the rabbit hole and you want to go deeper, check out the paid courses and the Bitcoin forum at bitcoinuniversity.com. When you're ready to join, you can just click the join link right here. It will take you to this page. You click get it now if you want to do 30 days access. Normally 30 days access for just $79, but I want to give you a special coupon code today. If you click get it now, it'll take you to the checkout page. You can choose between a 30-day subscription and an annual subscription. If you do the 30-day subscription, all you need to do is you click have a coupon code and type in HODL, HODL, click update, and this will give you access to everything for a reduced price for $69 for 30 days access instead of $79. So I encourage you to check out both the free videos and the paid videos. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video, and let me know your questions and comments in the comments section below. Look forward to seeing you next Tuesday with a fresh video. Thanks a lot for watching.